Generational trauma? Ano ba yun? Para malaman natin, lumipad ang team natin sa Boracay at Bacolod at nagtanong-tanong kami kung ano bang alam nila rito. We finally made it here in Boracay, and what we're gonna do is manghihila tayo ng mga madla here and there para tanungin sila ang kanilang mga opinion tungkol sa generational trauma. So let's go. Walang tama o maling sagot dito. Hindi to trick question. Alam niyo ba yung ibig sabihin ng generational trauma?
Hindi pa po.
Gusto ko yung sagot mo, hindi pa. Aalamin mo. Pero kayo ba? Hindi rin.
Wala kaming any idea.
Honest lang na sagot, alam niyo ba yung ibig sabihin ng generational trauma?
Hindi po.
Any ideas that come to mind?
Kung paano disiplinahin sila dati. Tapos napapasa din sa mga anak nila.
Ikaw, agree ka ba sa palo?
Hindi po. Mas okay na pagsabihan lang.
Mahirap siya ha, pero actually maraming dumadanas ngayon ng ganyan, maraming hindi nakakaalam.
Oo. It's not something that just comes out of nowhere. It roots from something, and from there, it just festers out.
Natututo ako sa anak ko actually kasi nung araw naman hindi yan na-explain. Parang ang superior lang is yung mga magulang natin na sasabihin nila kung ano yung gusto nila, yet hindi nagagawa yung gusto natin.
Yun yung generation kong naabutan.
Oo.
Yung uso pa yung palo, hahabulin ka ng walis tambo, papaloy ka ng tsinelas, sinturon. Ay, Diyos ko, naabutan ko lahat yan. Yes!
Diba? Hello lovers! We're back for the third season of our Holding Space series. I'm Pia Wurtzbach, and this season we are shaping a safer society with the Visayas. Ayon sa American Psychological Association, ang generational trauma ay nakakaapekto sa mga kamag-anakan ng isang taong may matindi at traumatic na karanasan. Halimbawa nito ay ang mga trauma ng pamilyang naipit sa isang war zone, pamilyang kabilang sa marginalized sector o lumang gawi ng pagdisiplina at marami pang iba. Makakausap natin sa topic na to si Bea Keith Gatus o Keith, only girls sa 5 magkakapatid at siya ay nakaranas ng very traditional way of parental discipline. Pero lahat ng to might be a manifestation of generational trauma. So pag-usapan natin yan. So Keith, kumusta ka naman ngayon?
Hi po, and also thank you so much for this opportunity for me to be able to share my experience. I'm okay, and I think I'm doing okay.
Medyo intense yung pagdidisiplina sa'yo. Ano ba mga nangyari sa'yo noon?
Yeah, so just a disclaimer, this happened before pa, and right now, okay na naman. So, I've experienced almost probably verbal abuse coming from your parents. Sasabihin ka na gusto kitang patayin, parang ganon.
Gusto kitang patayin?
Actually, that was before. Like, times siya na wooden na table din, parang nahagis din sa akin noon. And most of this, nangyayari if my papa's drunk. Hindi lang ako actually, yung brothers ko rin. There are times na makikita ko na pinapunch niya, and even my mom.
Yung mom mo, ganun din ba yung way of discipline niya sa'yo?
At first, hindi ganun yung mama ko. But I think because sa experience na nakuha niya rin kay papa noon, parang na-adapt niya sa water, nilulog ka. Pero,
Yung ulo mo?
yeah. Kasi ayaw kong maligo, gano'n. I must admit, there are times talaga na may mga things akong nagagawa na they're not approving pala. Yun nga, very traditional, very Filipino style. If sumasagot ka, bastos ka. Pag hindi ka sumasagot, ba't di ka nagsasalita?
Hindi ka mananalo, no?
Kaya saan ako lulugan?
Pero relate ako sa ganyan. Kasi ako din, laki din ako sa palo. Nakukwento ba ng parents mo sa'yo kung paano sila lumaki?
They would often say na mas malala pa yung naranasan namin noon. Pinapalunod kami, pinapalo na sa sako, nilulublob. Parang sa amin nila, dinadump rin yung frustrations from their experiences.
Here in our country, we experienced World War II. That's a very traumatic event. So dun sa layer pa lang ng mga great grandparents natin, na-traumatize sila. And they couldn't process what happened. And so they traumatized their kids, right? And their kids traumatized their kids. And here we are. By nature, trauma seeks to resolve itself either in healthy or unhealthy ways. So healthy ways, ideally, yun, pa-therapy, ganyan. Unhealthy ways, yun yung parang ipaproject mo onto others. So usually if you're a parent with unresolved trauma, sino yung others? It's the children. Kids who are traumatized have parents who are traumatized as well. ikaw, per se, wala kang experience na traumatic, pero kasi meron yung family mo ng history ng trauma, ibig sabihin, most likely meron kang namana.
That is so interesting.
Yes.
Like I always thought that trauma is from an
Personal.
experience, pero hindi yung
Namana.
namamana.
Yes.
Oo. Galit ka ba sa kanila?
There was a part of me na nagalit talaga ako. Pero kasi ako yung tao na hindi ako marunong magtanim ng galit. So, madali lang akong suyuin, gano'n.
Paano nangyari yung light bulb moment na parang wait lang, parang ayoko na ng ganito?
Last year because I started working.
Oh, okay.
It came to a point na yung sagutan namin super lala, na pati yung mga brothers ko nakisali. And that was the time that I was able to open up with my friends.
You think na when you started working and earning your own money, it empowered you?
Yeah, it actually gave me freedom to do things.
Looking back now, do you think tama yung ganung pagpapalaki?
It may be correct for the others, but for me, it's not. Para sa akin, mas okay yung open communication instead of makapalo and such.
Parang it has to stop at some point,
Yeah.
right? I mean, if you want to have kids, would you apply the same kind of discipline towards your kids?
No. Firm no. Because hindi talaga maganda yung outcome. The trauma that it caused me up until now, nandito pa rin. I'll be giving them freedom, especially when they'll reach the point in their age na alam na nila yung mali sa tama, they can make decisions on their own. Okay lang kapag nadapa sila, they can stand naman again.
Yeah,
Not feeling bad about something doesn't mean you've resolved it.
that's true.
And it's
Yeah.
especially very clear pag meron ka ng anak. Very triggering. It's very triggering.
I hear that a lot. Like, people who tell me na hindi mo alam, pagka nagkaanak ka na lalabas lahat
Yes.
ng mga naitago mong mga trauma.
Yes, exactly. Akala nila okay na sila. Akala nila, like, I'm good, you know, it doesn't really affect me, it doesn't really bug me anymore because there's no trigger. Definitely important to understand that each one is a victim here. They're also a victim of their own circumstance and their own parenting experience. We've all more or less na-experience yung ganong klaseng pamamalo and all of that. But it doesn't mean that it's right, it doesn't mean that it's healthy, it doesn't mean that it's good.
It doesn't mean that it has to keep going.
Yeah, exactly.
Ako, lumaki din ako sa Palo, actually. Very, very strict din yung mommy ko at lalo na single parent siya. Tapos dalawa kaming babae. When I was younger, or your age, I used to hate it so much. But when I got older, nawala yung hate na yun at na-realize ko na they are also a victim of how they were treated when they were kids. Wala namang guidebook kung paano maging magulang. The only thing that they can look back on is their own experience when they were kids. We love our parents. We do, but we don't want to put them in a bad light, but we also don't agree with some things that happen. Ang mga panahon nila, wala namang mga therapy, walang ganitong mga klaseng awareness. Hindi klaro yung consequences ng the way they discipline us. But I hope that sa generation natin, we are knowledgeable and equipped enough to stop that traumatic cycle. What would be your message to your younger self?
Gusto ko lang sabihin na proud ako sa kanya. Kasi nakarating ako sa point na ganito, na even with those experiences na nangyari noon, I was still able to stand up and rebuild myself.
So you turned something that is traumatic into a strength. And that's really admirable. Thank you for sharing your story with us. In some circumstances, generational trauma might have caused how we behave, express, and interact with others. Kaya naman sana maging kind tayo sa isa't isa dahil bawat tao ay may iba't ibang hugot at may iba't ibang traumang pinagdadaanan sa buhay. For those experiencing traumas, let's not be afraid to seek professional help. See you again for our next episode. Pag-uusapan natin ang bullying. Muli, ako po si Pia Wurtzbach at nagsasabing, Holding Space will always be here for you to inspire a safer society around the Philippines. Take care, everyone!